everybody, it's me, Max Farrell from DexFXMarkets.com. Sorry for the cold voice. Jeez, I just got over one cold, got into another one. It's happened yet. Kids in school. All right, so in this episode, we're going to talk about trading during the news, trading through the news. Jeez, what is the news? Well, the news could be stuff like this. About halfway through the month, you're going to get the FOMC news batch. And all this stuff of mortgage and core and FOMC and all the stuff that happens. There's like a huge block of news from 8:30 because you got 3-bull, 2-bull, 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 and then all these other ones that are in here. And then you're going to have stuff throughout the day. Excuse me. The old me would simply tell you, avoid the news like the plague. Yes. And you're still going to be weary, okay? You still got to be a little bit careful. On news days, on days that have just a tremendous amount of news like this, you can still trade. In fact, you can still trade through regular news as well. But in our cases, what we're trying to do when we get pairs that go against the grain or go with the grain, you really have to pay attention. So ones that have like a large trend going against it and it's a negation, you may want to avoid taking signals like that. And you may want to have more of a, like, let's take this example here. This is a buy position on a sell trend and only one bit of information here. Even though that we do have a strong zone area to kind of play with, as you would have came into here, this would have been a very good indicator. I would want to see more immediate levels at this area, okay? And because that it's heading down into this fashion, when you get news that goes with your trend, it just collapses, okay? So we have to be just a little bit careful at that point. This would have been a really good series to come to, but this would have been a losing trade if you would have got in on this signal, okay? On a heavy news, I wouldn't have gone against the trend. I would have gone with the trend. And let me show you why. If I scroll down here, every pair that has a signal that's going with the trend is in a win position, okay? Going with the trend, win position. With the trend, with a win position. Against the trend. Now, this one possibly could have won if we would have utilized this level, right? A little bit of head and shoulders and a little bit of if we even stretch back to over here, look at it. That's 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a possibility of a win. But again, if we just stayed with the rule of thumb, when you got heavy news, stay with the trades that are continuing with the trend. That'll kind of help you. Let's look at the Great Britain Pound JPY. There's no signal back in the hour that the news happened. No news back when the news happened. No arrow when the news happened. Here's another one. This is good. With the trend, we would have been up here at 32.27. Look at that. Big winner chicken dinner. Let's do USD CHF. Okay, so this one's sort of flat when it does this. And as we see, it's still heading down on a, if we got to here, this would have been all the way to here. So you would have seen that it would have collapsed, but the trend was still heading up. So against the trend, maybe not so much. If we would have went with this, we would have went back to the MA or to the previous level of high here or here. But, you know, we would never got filled here, but the previous level of high or crossover, okay? So it's still a possibility it could lose if we did a crossover or to the EMA. But keep that in mind. Just avoid those trades when there's heavy news like this. And USD JPY, nothing back in a time of news interjection. Now, on the 2-hour trades, it's, again, it's not the same, right? There's a little bit more movement that has the availability. But you'll see that it sets up even during news. See? Big win. Audi JPY. Now, this one has a little bit of a different of a process here. Again, it's going against the trend, and I probably would have avoided this process. But because I didn't really have a lot to go with on the left, and there wasn't anything above for me to hang on to say, I mean, I could say all the way up here, but that's, 50 pips Okay, I probably wouldn't have gotten into this trade anyway because there was nothing to the left for me to hang on to. Okay, let's go drop down Euro Great Britain Pound. Again, nothing. Euro JPY, nothing. Euro USD. Last particular trade, because this was at 7 o'clock, this would have happened. So we're going to come up to another arrow here soon, and we're going to do some demo trade. See this with the trend, big win. Great Britain Pound USD. Nothing on the arrow. USD C80. Look at this, against the trend, and there was nothing really too much left, so we wouldn't have gotten it. Against the trend, no win. USD CHF with the trend, easy win. USD JPY with the trend, easy win. So you can kind of see that there's a great opportunity here that you don't even really have to look at the news. And when the top of the hour comes here in a second, we're gonna go ahead and place our trades, but we're gonna do so in demo format. All right, so we're here. It's the top of the hour, and we're just going to go straight down the 1 hour and kind of look for anything that's with the trend with us here. Here's one with the trend. We can come back to this middle section here at 68.87. And I know that it's going to kind of compile back to kind of maybe fall back into place here. So let's see what that AUD USD at 66.87 area. And we're just going to do it on demo just so you can see, if you haven't had a lot of time practicing with this, you'll see what I'm talking about, 68.87. Oh, the 9 o'clock. 66.88. Doesn't have a lot of money on it. That's so weird. Well, we're going to put one in our world of trading demo. We do 3. We're going to do 25 and place order. Okay. Let's go back over. Let's look at AUD JPY. Nothing there. Euro Great Britain Pound. Nothing. Euro JPY. Nothing. Euro USD. Now, we do have another one here. This is good. So we're going to come back up to right about there. 0796. 0796 Euro USD. 798. There we go. We got some money on that one. We're going to go straight market order. We're going to go 3 and place order. Boom. Go and get in. 21.75. I don't like being under $25. I thought it was going to be a little higher. Bummer. Okay, that's fine. That'll have to be. In some cases, you may want to, get out of the trade at that point. Take your little $1.50 loss or what have you if you've gotten below to what you really normally like. So that's going to be that. All right. Let's go to the next one. Great Britain Pound JPY. Again, doing it in demo, making a mistake like that in demo is better than doing it live. Okay, going against the trend and doing the news part. I'm not going to go against that trend just now. This is sort of flatline, so I'm not really going to play with this one too much. If I tried to, if I really wanted to, I could probably come down here at this really strong level. USD JPY. And this is with the trend. Now, here's the thing, is that it has so much movement here. I really don't have anything to come back to except for the MA area where these two little hills are, and even this zone, somewhere in this zone. But that's pretty far. That's like 30 pips, or 30 pips. So I'm really not even going to bother with it. So what we're going to do is we jump over to the, now if you see, it's 9:03 now, and we got into 2 trades, and we've scanned all trades. In 3 minutes, we scanned them all. You should be able to do that pretty quickly. Now, within the first 5 minutes of the 1 hours, you want to be in something and be there addressing that. And within the first 15 minutes of the 2 hours, you want to be. So the first bar, that's what you really want to be looking for. All right, here we go. This is a good one. So 66.87. That's where we want to be at on the Audi USD. But if we went over here, we didn't get in 66.88. Okay, so the same levels that transferred from, this is a transfer over from 1 hour, and so we're going to go into the 2 hour process here. Watch this. We're going to go to 11 a.m. and let's go to 66.88. Here's 86. This would be acceptable. Right there, $32. We're going to do that. We're going to do that 3, and we're going to place that order. Come on. You could have done better than that. All right, there it is. That's it. All right. Oh, yeah, I did 3. Okay. So let's jump back over. We got in the Audi. Let's go look at the Audi JPY. We do have a good line here. Now we got a top bottom here. See this level right here? This is a nice little juicy level right here. Boom, just like that. Okay. That's a pretty good level because it's going to end up meeting with the MA there anyway. So we're going to do that 73.93. We're going to check that out, see if there's anything we can do with that one. And this one's for 11 o'clock. 73.93 for the buy. Let's do that one too. And place order. Boom, on board. Now we're still in. We got a lot of money in it. These are 3 contracts apiece, so let's keep that in mind. Back off. There we go. All right, let's go down to the euros and excuse me. There's another possibility here. Now we're trying to touch here. Let me show you with a line right there, like that. That's about the line right there. This is super powerful. It's just outside this zone. Let's kind of stay in this area. 83.08 for the euro, Great Britain pound. For 11, 83.08. There it is, perfect. But it doesn't have any money on it. So, but what we're going to do is do this and 75. Let's do that. There we go. And done. This is the best part about practicing. Let's go down to the Great Britain pound JPY. Again, 143. Now, because we're playing with levels during news time, I want you to get a good feeling of how this sets up. You may not get into some of these trades if they were live because of the market pricing, okay? But there are a lot of opportunities in there. 143.39. Somewhere I kind of like this top bottom here, just outside the zone. Okay, so right there to right there. 143.32, 36, that kind of area maybe. Let's go have a look. See, with 32 and 42, they're the only ones, so we're not going to do that one. Okay, Great Britain pound USD. There we go, nothing there. USD CAD. And there we go here. We're going to come back up to 32.37. 32.37 on that side. 32.37. What am I doing? USD CAD max. It's been a long night. 32.37. There it is right there. It's only got $15 on it. Yeah, let's do one as well. We got the capital in here to do it. I'm going to do 75. What did I do? Let's do 25. Place order. Done. Okay. Okay. So that's basically about it. With USD CHF going against the trend. Not probably going to get. We could actually, if you see this line here, this is the line that we could possibly stay with. Get a little head and shoulders happen there, little railroad tracks happen there, and we could possibly definitely stay into that margin because it's going to bounce around in here for a little bit. But this is a 2-hour trade, so it has plenty of time to recover and come above that. So, but it's going against the trend during a major news pack. So I'm going to kind of stay with that. Okay, I'm not going to get into that trade. USD JPY. Again, back here, this pushed it all out. If you do get this news push like this, it's going to come back and try to land somewhere along this line, okay, and try to do what it was doing before it happened here, right? So it's going to try to be maybe more on this line right here. So it's trying to come back right now to land to this line and either curl over and start to descend, or it may just keep rising up to another level. Okay, but for the most part, it's going to try to end back up over here as it comes back in, marginalizes, and descends from that point. And it'll eventually end up going back up. But this is a 2-hour trade side. So, all right. I don't know if I need to come back in and give you a results video. I just wanted to give you an idea what it looks like to create that process. I'm not going to do any live trading this afternoon. Well, because I'm in practicing with this with these levels during the news, but I know for a fact I trade live when it comes into the regular news periods of the week. But today was just is so battered with news, but it didn't really matter. Everything with the trend survived. Every trade with the trend survived and didn't have a problem. So I want you to keep that in mind. Okay, stay with arrows with the trend during major news. That's the only adjustment to the outside source that I have for you. Everything else sort of gets punched in the face a little bit. Okay, so stay with that. Stay with the trend when you're trading during the news. Any other time that doesn't have like a major news pack, and when I mean major news pack, I'm talking, this is a major news pack. 1900, when you have more, if you count the bulls, and you have more than 5 bulls in a one period, so 8:30, there's more than 5 bulls there, then, go switch to that mode. Switch to the mode of only trade stuff with the trend. If you got more than 5 bulls happening in a particular time period, stay with the idea of 5 bull, or trade with the trend. But if you don't, you trade any one of them. Just got to use a little bit of judgment. All right? I'm Max. This is Dex. I look forward to seeing you inside. And next time, we may be trading out through the day in demo, but I won't be trading live today here on Wednesday, the 19th of February, 2020. But you can still see me grab the judgment, grab the areas, grab the dynamic structures, that kind of stuff. I will put that out. All right, I'm Max. This is Dex. We'll see you next time. And as always, trade well.